Good morning, it's Bob with Bob and Viv in Portugal. And yeah, pretty bright sun right at the moment. Also out here walking with Gus, as I do every morning. And as I enter day 14 of being consistent with putting some of my thoughts down on video, which ties back to deciding to no longer be a success zombie, but to do something. And you might think that if you've looked at some of the other videos, wow, yeah, he's done something. He and his wife, whom you will be meeting very soon, maybe today, moved to Portugal from the United States in the middle of COVID, after only being married a couple years, and getting married at 64 or 65. Yeah, he's done something. But the thing is, in so many things, I've been consistently inconsistent until push came to shove. And that challenge by Spencer Lewis to not be a success zombie was kind of the push got to shove. Gus is having a fun one today. Some days his now is ahead of him a little bit. Some days like today, it's behind us a little bit. Anyway, so I was listening today. Oh, forgot our phrase. We are happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And everything works out for the best for us at the right time and in the right way. And today I want to talk a little bit about bullies and about being bullied. And what has brought it to mind is the last few days since an election in the United States. And it flashed me back to over my years. I was listening to Dr. Phil give a talk about bullies and who they are and how they act. And it took me back to grade school. There was a kid in my class in grade school that had a bladder control issue. It was a medical issue. He would not always make it to the restroom. And he would be publicly embarrassed and teased and bullied on a regular daily basis. And I made a choice as a little kid to stand up and stand beside him. Sometimes I wasn't the friend I could have been, but most often I had the nerve to stand up. And well, yeah, it's not that I was a big kid standing up for somebody. I was one of the smallest kids in the class, but I couldn't stand to see my friend get bullied. There was a time in high school, excuse me, when I walked into the boys' bathroom and some of the kids 2 years older were doing a little dance around a new kid that had come to school and, you know, working on de-pantsing the kid. And I don't know what they'd done after they did that. And I just walked in and saw what was going on, and I told them to cut it out. And the perpetrator looked at me like, "Oh yeah?" You want some fun? And I just stood up to her and said, cut it out. I was shaking in my boots. I don't mind admitting that. I've told people before that in my early years, way into my adulthood, well, and I mentioned that on our videos before, that I basically grew up watching other people to figure out how I was supposed to act. And but when it came to certain things, like standing up for somebody that was being mistreated, I just found what it took to do it. Well, in the last several days, post 2024 U.S. election, I've realized that we've been being bullied and censored and canceled and marginalized for the entire nearly 3 years that we've been in Portugal. Because we moved to Portugal as conservative thinkers and livers. We've always been that way. We had our reasons. My best friend in high school was of a different political party than I was, and that was fine. For years, it didn't matter who you voted for. And now we're at a stage where, well, when we got here, basically, we didn't talk openly about what we felt about COVID and vaccines. We didn't talk openly about anything politically. I would on occasion ask a question, is that really true of somebody? Or ask someone, have you considered? And I was immediately canceled. As in being told that, no, you can't be part of this paddle group because you don't agree with me politically. I won't go into exactly what was said. And now post-election, people we have stood up for when they were being bullied and canceled, other people we've helped, people we've encouraged, people we've known in many environments, are now spewing hatred towards us and being open about it with no interest in any discussion, no interest in facts beyond their own perceptions, no interest in research or dialogue. We've even been maligned at this point for suggesting that people should be able to get along. So, there are those of you watching this. Oh, Gus. We're walking in the Camino path, which has walls on both sides. And going back to that analogy, we've been walled in ever since we got here. So we're deciding that We're done being bullied. We are who we are. We have our reasons for what we believe, and we are willing to discuss them with anybody. But it seems that there are a whole lot of people more interested in bullying than conversing. Sad state of affairs. But we're relieved, and we don't have to hide anymore. We are not a silent majority by any means. We are here, but in the U.S. election. And we have looked, continue to look, at all sides of an issue. We're incredibly centrist in what we believe. But we've decided we're not going to be bullied into silence and effectively censored anymore. Make it a great day as you decide to be happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. See ya.